The Banthas, at first glance, they don't feel threatening. They move slowly. Their thick fur sways in the wind. Their deep calls echo across the desert like distant thunder. But nothing survives on Tatooine by being weak. Every living thing here has earned its place. Banthas are built for endurance. Their bodies store water. Their thick fur protects them from the brutal temperature shifts between day and night. Their strength allows them to travel for days across open desert without rest. On a planet where survival is never guaranteed, they are the backbone of life for the Tusken Raiders. For the Tuskens, Banthas are not just animals. They are survival itself. Transportation across the dunes, shelter during sandstorms, companions in a world that offers no mercy. Generations of raiders have lived and died beside these creatures, forming a bond that outsiders rarely understand. And this is what makes Tatooine feel real. The world doesn't exist just for the heroes, it existed long before them. The Banthas remind us that this galaxy is alive, ancient, and unforgiving. But the desert doesn't belong only to survivors, it belongs to hunters. When the Empire begins searching for the missing droids, the tone of the desert changes. The calm horizon is replaced by the sound of machinery. The quiet rhythm of nature is interrupted by the arrival of power. Stormtroopers patrol the wasteland, scanning the dunes for signs of life. And beneath them, something else moves, tall, reptilian, silent. Dewbacks, where Banthas feel ancient and steady, Dewbacks feel sharp and dangerous. Their skin is thick and scaled, built to resist the desert sun. Their movements are deliberate and watchful. Every step feels like a predator moving through territory it already owns. The Empire did not choose these creatures by accident. Dewbacks are hunters. Their instincts make them perfect for tracking movement across endless sand. They can sense vibrations beneath the ground. They can detect prey from incredible distances. When stormtroopers ride through Mos Eisley on Dewbacks, it sends a clear message. The Empire controls this world. Nature has been weaponized. The sight lasts only a few seconds in the film, but the impact is huge. Suddenly, the desert feels different. The same dunes that once felt quiet and empty now feel watched, hunted, controlled. And yet, even these predators are nothing compared to what waits in the shadows of the Death Star. Because the most terrifying creature in this film isn't found in the wild. It lives inside the Empire's greatest weapon. When the heroes are captured aboard the Death Star, the setting changes completely. The open desert is replaced by cold metal corridors, endless hallways, clean white walls, a machine built to control entire planets. It feels sterile, controlled, safe in a terrifying way, until the walls start closing in. The trash compactor scene is remembered for tension and panic, the rising water, the crushing walls, the feeling that escape is impossible. But beneath all of that chaos, something far more unsettling is happening. The water moves. At first it's subtle, easy to miss, just a ripple in the darkness. Then the camera lingers, the water shifts again, and suddenly an eye appears. Silent, watching, the Dianoga. It doesn't roar, it doesn't announce itself. It simply observes from beneath the surface, perfectly adapted to darkness and decay. Somehow, this creature made its home inside the Death Star's waste system. Among the garbage, chemicals, darkness. It survived where nothing else should. And when Luke falls into the water, it strikes instantly. No warning, no hesitation. One sudden pull beneath the surface, and for a moment, the future of the Jedi almost ends in silence. This moment changes how we see the Death Star. It stops being just a machine. It becomes a place where life has crept into the cracks. A place where danger hides even when the Empire believes it has full control. And the most unsettling part, the creature disappears just as quickly as it arrived. No explanation, no resolution. It slips back into the darkness like it was never there at all, leaving one terrifying idea behind. If something like this can survive inside the Death Star, what else could be hiding in the galaxy? Because the truth is, we've only scratched the surface of the creatures hiding inside this film. Still waiting in the sands of Tatooine is a predator Luke once hunted for sport. Awesome. A creature so common to him that he mentions it casually without realizing the danger it represents. And scattered across the desert lies the skeleton of something far older, far larger, the remains of a dragon whose voice alone could frighten Tusken Raiders into retreat. Those stories are darker, older, and far more dangerous. A skeleton, massive, ancient, impossible to ignore once you notice it. The remains of a Krayt Dragon. The bones stretch across the desert like the ruins of a forgotten era. a reminder that even monsters can become fossils beneath Tatooine's endless sands. But the most powerful part of this creature's presence comes moments later. A sound echoes across the dunes, a roar that sends Tusken Raiders running in fear. The sound doesn't come from the dragon itself. It comes from Obi-Wan Kenobi, imitating the cry of a creature so terrifying that even the Raiders refuse to challenge it. Think about that for a moment. Tusken Raiders survive in one of the harshest environments in the galaxy. They ride Banthas. They hunt in the dunes. They face predators every day. And yet the voice of a Krayt Dragon is enough to make them retreat instantly. We never see the dragon alive in this film. We only see its bones and hear its echo. But that absence makes it feel even larger, even more powerful. It tells us that the galaxy extends far beyond the edges of the story. That there are creatures so massive, so dangerous, that even a brief glimpse of their existence changes how we see the world. And that is what makes A New Hope feel alive. The monsters are not the focus of the film. They don't drive the plot. They don't deliver speeches or wield lightsabers.